So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Jesus Luzardo.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club. And what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him. And it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point. Maybe it's the motion. But just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Ketel Marte, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Hello, baseball fans. Strike. So 2 balls and no strikes. And another ball.
3-0.
There's the strike, 95 of that one. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
This is Corbin Carroll. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
The pitch. Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. Next pitch is outside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Randall Grichuk now. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. Grichuk in his 11th season, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. And there's a foul ball. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Marte around second. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Eugenio Suarez getting ready to hit. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Marte on third. Grichuk over at second with 1 down. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Feel that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues.
Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Here's Josh Naylor. Swings through that.
0-1.
Next offering is down low, and that is ball one. Swing and a foul out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 on, 2 outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses outside, and that's ball 3. Gabriel Moreno in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Second and third, 2 down. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Stays alive.
We're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
2 outs, bases full. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Next pitch is outside. Up the middle. They take the force out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. They leave them loaded. Phillies coming up to hit, no score. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And today's starting pitcher, Merrill Kelly. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Bryson Stott, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got him. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Trey Turner at the plate. There's the strike. One down, base is empty. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. 1 out, base is empty. And misses inside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Bryce Harper, the next to hit, takes outside. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and that's the inning. Phillies down in order, scoreless after 1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Luzardo back to work. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
1-2 now. Ripped into right field, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting 8, center fielder Alec Thomas.
Alec Thomas now. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo. The switch hitter batting right. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
No, inside.
No score here in the second. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Popped up. Stop. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Stepping in the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And there's your strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Oh, 2 now.
Ball, that's outside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 1-2. Now one missed.
That pitch is out.
That's off the inside corner, and the count is filled up. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right through there for a strike. Here's a 1-2. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Chases that one out of the zone. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Now batting Max Kepler. Popped up. Marte should have it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here in Philadelphia, now here is Ketel Marte. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Castellanos on his horse. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. That's inside. 1-1.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate, where this guy could do some real damage.
Fouled off down the right side. That misses the zone. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one 95 to finish him off. Now up next for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. Struck out swinging his first time. That's a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him swinging.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you've got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Yeah, the batter now, Randall Grichuk. Inside, just missed.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 outs. That misses the zone, and it's 3-0. Top of the third, no score. Next offering is in for a strike. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And they'll do it again. High fly ball, shallow right field. Castellanos gets under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. And that's
Ball
downstairs. 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
And another ball.
That's out.
On the ground to third. Suarez throw to first in time. And Realmuto is out.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And here comes Alec Bohm.
Let's go, Alec.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
One gone, runner at first. Cal Stevenson now at the plate. And that's through there for a strike. Next offering is downstairs. That one fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Back to the top of the lineup Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Struck out looking at his first at bat. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
That's in there, and it's 2-1. And that is out of play. That one down the line, and foul ball. Boom. Off of first with 2 away.
Come on, here we go.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And that's in the dirt.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Trey Turner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Now this is in the air down the line. That is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Philadelphia, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Eugenio Suarez. Foul ball there. A swing and a soft liner, and that's a fair ball.
Oh, that's 2-strike hitting right there. He did well just to put the ball in play.
Looped that one in there for the knock. Definitely got that pitch on the outside of the cap a little bit, but he made it work for him.
Go ahead run on base. Josh Naylor, the next to hit. On the ground to second, might be 2. In plenty of time to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
That smash towards center. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
That's down and in. Fourth inning underway, no score. And foul ball. Man at second. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first-pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for Arizona, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Turner. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Makes the sliding stop to first, and it beats him. What a play. A great sliding stop. I think we need a breakdown from StatCast to fully appreciate the difficulty of that play.
Yeah, Boog, these numbers show how good of a play it actually was. And that sliding catch was difficult enough, and somehow he still managed a great throw to first. What a play.
Here comes Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Harper in his 13th season, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Off the plate inside, and the count is 2-0. And another ball. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of his own.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Carroll makes the play. Out number 2.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Ball 1, no strikes.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Harper leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 left for Philadelphia. Still no score. We go to the top of the fifth. At the plate, Alec Thomas. Luzardo back to work. There's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Off the mark
Outside,
there.
that's a ball.
And a count 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Perdomo batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
And that one moves his
2
feet.
strikes. Ball 2. Three and 2.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance, works the walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Marte in the box again, takes a strike. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at first, one away. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Harper over to second, on to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn 2 on. So a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
And now Corbin Carroll fouled off left side. Two outs. Popped up. Turner in pursuit. And that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. And we still have no score. Back at Citizens Bank Park, Max Kepler at the plate.
Left fielder, Max Kepler.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
You know, these Phils, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Right side, hard hit. Marte throws to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now it's JT Realmuto. Grounded out his first time up. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball.
Bases empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. And now it's Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Misses outside, and that's ball 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And that one misses up and in. 2-0. That one is absolutely belted. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Cal Stevenson. Struck out swinging his first time. And fouled off.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Boom. At second with 2 down. Tap foul at the plate. Just misses there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Missed with a changeup. 2-2. That's inside. Bryson Stott in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at second, 2 down. Ground ball to the right side. Oh, and it hits the base. Barehand grab, can't complete the play despite a great effort, so it's runners at the corners.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Swings through it for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And it's even up. And that one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Phillies leave a couple, and we are still scoreless. Top of the 6th inning, and now Randall Grichuk. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Kepler right there to make the grab, and there's one down. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. 1 for 2. That one off the mark. Ball 1. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen. Matt Strom getting loose out there. Banks also throwing. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman,
And now
Josh
it's
Naylor.
Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, not close. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That's ripped to right down the line. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Jesus Luzardo is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Christopher Sanchez comes on now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Two on, 1 out. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that's outside. Now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next one misses, and now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
2 on, 1 out, and that'll load the bases.
No, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. having a lot more success on the road this season.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Six straight outside the strike zone.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
On the ground to first, could be 2. Over to Turner for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Bottom of the 6th, Trey Turner now.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Hit on the ground to short. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Here's Harper now. Yeah, that's fouled off. Outside. And the count even 1-1. And downstairs. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that's downstairs and outside. Three and 2, the pitch is outside and ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Schwarber swings through it for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-2. That one missing inside. Harper over at first with 1 away. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Torey Lovello is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Merrill Kelly won't go any further tonight, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Brandon Fought on a pitch out of the pen here.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And here is Nick Castellanos, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one wrapped foul. And that's in for a strike. 0-2. Activity in the bullpen. Jalen Beeks, the left-hander, up and throwing. McGuff also getting ready. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And the inning is over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Strom. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch, and he just misses.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Trying to bunt his way on, and he grabs it foul. And a swing and a miss. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Strom, a 6'2 southpaw, 33 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of North Dakota. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Hit in the air, right field. Castellanos. And that's the 3rd out. So they make short work of them there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. And we still have no score. Set for the last half of the 7th. And digging in for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And that one upstairs, ball one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one missing low. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now it is JT Realmuto. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Boom. Up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Carroll tracks it down for the out. Offense held in check there. 8th inning coming up. No score. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tanner Banks.
For the Phillies, number 58, Tanner Banks.
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 in this one. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Movement in the bullpen. Jordan Romano preparing to come on if needed. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. And that's down and away.
1 strike.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. That one's gotta feel good. And they take the lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Randall Grichuk stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And a slider in there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1. On the corner for a strike.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Ground ball left side. Whips it to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. First pitch misses.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Two down, bases empty. Next to hit for Arizona, Josh Naylor. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Moreno stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Out front, rip foul. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Castellanos makes the grab. And that is that. Snakes strike first with a solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jalen Beeks.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Stevenson in the box now, takes strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen, Ray Comstock. The closer of the staff is getting loose to finish this one off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Oh, 2 now. And ball 1.
That's a really good take.
And a ball evens the count. Outside. Bryson Stott in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Hit in the air out to center field. Thomas gets under it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, second baseman.
This is Bryson Stott, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Fought off foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
One down. Phillies down a run.
Nope, that's a ball.
The changeup missing. 2-1. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he hits a ground ball right side. Jumps, throws, got him. Nice play.
Showing us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play going up the middle on the backhand. But what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets. And it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
Here's Trey Turner. Just missed.
Ball one, no strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. And that one pulled foul. Next pitch is outside. Bryce Harper in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. That's towards center. Thomas sizing this one up. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. Through 8 full, it's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Phillies nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Ruiz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Here's Gurriel, 1 for 3. Gurriel gets a piece. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Connect on the curveball, struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Alek Thomas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. In the air, left field, down the line. Kepler pulls it in on the run.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Perdomo in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
2 down, nobody on. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Orion Kerkering up and throwing. Hernandez warming up as well. skips into
2
dirt.
strikes. That's a ball. 2-2 the count.
Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt, and it goes just foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Ketel Marte waiting to hit for the D-backs. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Phillies nothing. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ray Comstock. A chance at his first save of the year. And now here is Harper.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
On the ground, right side, Marte throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
He's 2 outs away. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Just missed. That one outside. And now 2-0.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
Short hop liner handled it short, and they get the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Last chance for the Phillies. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.